Hello and welcome to Blender to Dota. This is the second part in creating concept art uh, for our sword. And I showed you last time how to set up painting in Blender. And what I'm going to do this time, this is basically this canvas we set up. It's going to be good for an object that is kind of has a different shape on both sides. So an irregular shape on both sides. But for this sword here, um, we're gonna we're gonna have the same shape. We're gonna mirror the topology, mirror the image on both sides. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and delete this here. So I'm just gonna hit X. I'm gonna make sure this is what's selected. You can see the little yellow line or orange line around it. I'm gonna hit X, delete that. And something I didn't mention before, but I'm gonna mention it now. You see how this is right in the center here? If I hit Shift A and add a plane, it's going to add it right there. I have to go into 7 here to see it. But anywhere where I click this, if I hit Shift A, that's where it's going to add, like where this little target thing is here. That's where it's going to add the mesh. And you always want to be in the center. So if you ever accidentally click out here, a good way to get it back to the center is you hit Shift S and it says snap cursor. So that's called the cursor. Snap cursor to center. And then you can bring it right back to the center again. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this one and delete this one here. And this one here, I'm just going to work with this here now. And what I want to do is I'm going to take these two on this side here. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to hit G to grab, and then I'll hold Control, and I just want to grab it in the X direction here, and I want to grab it right to the center like that. That looks good like that. And then what I want to do is I'm going to hit 3, numpad 3 to go to the side view, and then I'm going to rotate that, holding down Control, right 90 degrees. Now if I hit 1, I'm in the front view again, and because it's so small, I'm going to scale it up here. So let's see here. Oh, maybe if I scale it here, you got to be in object mode to scale here. I'm going to scale it up. Let's see what that look like. Maybe a little bit bigger. We'll go 100 again. There we go. And we'll go Control down, and we'll go Image. We'll hit Tab to go into Edit mode, and we'll go Image, New Image, and we'll go, because this is just it's 2 times as tall as it is wide. I'm going to go a width of 512 and a height of 1024, and I hit OK like that. So we've got that on a new image now, and then I'll add a modifier, a mirror modifier, like that, and then I'm going to go Control Up to get full screen again, and then I'm going to go back into texture paint, and let's try a bigger brush here. Now you can see that when I paint, I'm getting the paint mirrored across the surface, which is what I wanted. So I can bring that out. Okay, that's kind of what I wanted there. And then I'll just save this image quickly. Concept sword, and I'll call this here. Oh, I didn't spell it right. There we go. And I'll save it as a TJ as well. Okay, now I was thinking about this the other night about what I wanted to do with the sword, and what I want to do is I want to remember F, change the scale of the brush. What I want to do is I want to create a sword that kind of has a dragon shape, handle, because I've seen this in other swords and stuff where they have some kind of an animal or some kind of a face or something, and I wanted to try that with Dragon Knight. So I want kind of a dragon shape on the handle, maybe two dragons, one on either side. It's going to be a lot of detail, a lot of fine detail, so I'm not sure how it'll hold up, but part of the nice thing with the new camera view in the game is you can get in close and have a closer look at things like weapons and artists that have done a lot of detail in their work. You can really you can start to see like all that detail now if you so I know that doesn't look like much yet. And then I was gonna have the blade kind of as like a flame coming out of the dragon's mouth. So that was my idea anyways. It's gonna be interesting to see how it turns out. So I'm just selecting the color by right mouse. I can select the more white color or whatever. So I'm not erasing or anything. It's all painting on a single layer. And so this is just something you need to work at. It takes a little bit of time to get the design that you want, and that's basically what I'm going to keep doing now until I'm happy with the design. Like one thing I'll show you here quickly is this is where you pick your colors from. Like I showed you can pick directly from an object. Like you can pick like directly uh, from there, right? Any kind of object in the game you can pick from. And it's nice because if I want to load in, different colors from different parts of the character and kind of tie them into the painting that I'm working on, I can bring in really accurate colors really quickly, which is nice. So you know that's something to keep in mind. And one other thing, just quickly, is if you want to, um, over here, if you look at I think it's in here. Yeah, if you click on this color tab here, this gives you HSV, which stands for hue, saturation, value. Hue, you can see what happens when you change it. Hue just changes the color. Saturation shows you how much how much color is in that color. So this shows you what color you have. This one shows you how bright that color is. So the closer you come to 0, the less color it has in it. The more you have, the more saturation you have, the more color you have in it. And then value is just um, I guess the brightness of it. Like it'll bring it right down to black if you want, right? So anyways, this I find is really useful in controlling colors, having these three here. And we'll maybe discuss that a little bit more in the future, but that's something to keep in mind when you're picking your colors. So for now, I'm just going to keep painting on this, and that's really short tutorial showing you how to do a mirrored painting. And then when I'm done this painting, I'll start the next tutorial. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.